There are several challenges when it comes to identifying the types of disaster responses that the incident commander or leadership needs to understand when the scalability and the surge capacity that a disaster may contain. Maintaining control over the overall situation will be imperative for the success of the overall operation. Awareness in order for responders to gather and assimilate the key basics that they need to know regarding the disaster, as well as an integrated executional response in real time, will be needed. Local agencies that are confronted with the extraordinary demands when it comes to disasters, not only in their own community, but also if it is in a multi-jurisdictional emergency management situation, these will be some of the areas that need to be designated for responses. Understanding how to designate these responses effectively and efficiently will come from the incident command as well as the leadership. One of the first incidents that created an incident command structure was a wildland fire. This created the Incident Command System, or ICS, and also the Incident Management System, IMS. Over the past several decades, it has been not only for organizations, but also for public entities, hospitals, and other public organizations to have this system in place in the event of an emergency. Once a disaster has been called or is taking place, the deployment may be in a significant scale, and the incident management system may need to be activated. The person in charge of the incident command system will be the incident commander, overseeing what is happening and overseeing all the functional units that will be working with planning, supplying, operational direction, and keeping track of any response activities that are going on. It is beneficial for the incident commander to also have in mind his command staff, as well as the general staff that will be needed to perform these duties during the event. An example of the incident command structure would be operations, planning, logistics, and administration and finance. The planning chief is going to be responsible for formulating the engagement of the actual plan that is going on within the operational cycle, as well as being able to plan for the immobilization of units. Another example is the logistics group. This group is charged with ensuring the plan is going to be implemented, as well as tactical areas are going to be determined within the resources that are needed for this event. It is imperative to have something that is able to move swiftly, able to be opened up within the event of an emergency, and also provide with oversight and direction for perhaps hundreds of people that are going to directly work alongside the incident commander. It is imperative for these agencies to get together prior to such an event. The onset of communications and radios need to be done and testing on a monthly basis in order to avoid such crisis as what occurred here in the Los Angeles riots back in 1992. Another suggestion in regards to preparations to perform is hold a monthly meeting along with perhaps a tabletop exercise that would be beneficial both for preparation as well as understanding if there are any shortcomings located within the departments. In order to better control and handle the situation where stress levels might run high, it is best to be prepared and designate someone who will be in charge immediately upon the conception of such an incident. Planning and preparation can only go as far as leadership indicates. Believing in it and leadership being visionaries in this area of training and education is imperative, but also the willingness to participate in that same training that they initiated will also be an all-inclusive. Although at times leadership may be extremely occupied with certain variances within their occupational lives, they must also be willing to train and update themselves on current trends, contemporary issues, and be able to participate as a leader within one of the exercises. It truly takes a coordinated effort for those public entities involved in such a demonstration, of course, in order to make it happen and make it work well. The lack of communication will devastate the incident, create more chaos for the public officials, and also question the leadership's ability to handle any such situation at the current time or within the near future.